This is a video to demonstrate how to issue a search call to the EDS API. We're assuming that you've already gotten a session token from the API, and if you're not familiar with how to do this, please view our video on authenticating to the API. Here on this particular script we have two functions: getSessionToken, which handles the getting of the session token and authenticating to the API, as well as a function called executeSearch, which takes as a parameter the user's search term. When this page loads, we check to see if there's a search term in the queue parameter of the URL, and if so, we run that executeSearch function, passing it that search term. If we don't, we take no action and continue to display the rest of the page. In this particular case, it's a blank form with a search box up at the top and a space for the raw response to come back. I'll go ahead and issue a search here. Let's do a search for economics. And we get our response back. Let's take a look and see how that happened. Here, whenever we checked to see if there was any information in the queue variable, we found some, so we executed a search for economics. Let's take a look at that execute search function. Here, we get a session token. This particular implementation of a getSessionToken function actually checks to see if there's an existing one in the session variable, and if it is, it uses that one rather than issuing a whole new call to get a brand new session token. Once it has the session token in place, it constructs the request itself. Here I'm simply slotting in the user's search term URL encoded. And I've also added a bunch of other options manually. So for example, how many results per page, what search mode I'm using. These options are documented on the EDS wiki. In the header for this particular request, under the x-session-token header, I'm including the session token we retrieved earlier. I execute that particular request, and if there is an error in there, particularly error 109, which signifies an expired session token, I will go get another session token and re-execute that search. However, if there are no errors, I parse through the document and then I display it on the screen here. In short, making a request to the EDS API is fairly simple once you have your session token in place, but good best practice is to pay attention to the error 109. If you receive that error, grab yourself a new session token and reissue the search.